Those clouds in the 3D Death Slider. Hello everybody, my name is you, and welcome back to Let's Play Tomb Raider Anniversary. Last time, we began our explorations through Greece, and continued on through San Francisco Folly. And by continued on, I mean we just started our explorations this area, I don't know what you're talking about. But in today's episode, we are going to seriously continue on through our explorations through San Francisco Folly. Yay! Alrighty then, so we go through here, and there's a switch over here. This game is totally on a Nintendo Switch! Not really. What's this game was on a Nintendo Switch that I can play away from my TV? Like, seriously, every time that I think of a game, I always want it to be on the Nintendo Switch so that I can play it away from my TV. I love the Nintendo Switch. But we're not playing the Nintendo Switch, we're playing on the Wii, which is my favorite console of all time. Unless the Switch takes that, or something like that, which it most likely will. But anyway, back to the gameplay. What we're going to be doing in this episode, we're going to be exploring the many rooms of San Francisco Folly. Now this level is very, very clever. You may have noticed there are Greek god names all along these doors. Because, we're going to see this a little bit later, but these rooms are based off Greek gods. And we're going to see more of that as we go along this area. And what's really neat about this level, I believe this is one of the very few levels in the game where you can actually do this. But you can explore these rooms in any order you want. Just because I'm going on this path on my playthrough does not necessarily mean you need to go on the same path on yours. So, we go through this area, and, what am I trying to say? So, one thing you could do is, you can go across this beginning area and just pull the switches and focus on that for a moment, and then go through the rooms. But, what I'm going to be doing, because I think this will be the most convenient for people watching this Let's Play, is, we're going to be activating a switch, and then going straight for the room, and then when we leave the room, we're going to go for another switch. That's my plan. Hopefully it'll work out well. It's a bit hard to do when I can't hear the gameplay, but I've played this game so many times it honestly doesn't matter. We go through this area, and we have some new enemies. These are rats. Not very hard at all. All the enemies we're going to be seeing in Greece, with one exception, are all entirely new. We won't be seeing any more wolves, or raptors, or bears, or T-Rexes, or any of that. However, we will be seeing bats, as we saw at the beginning of the level, so those are the only enemies that return from Peru. This will mostly be the case for the remaining parts of this game. We can go through a new location, chances are most of the enemies we're going to see are going to be entirely new, which is really cool. I really like that. So we go over here, and we have an underwater lever. You just need to move the remote, but what I like doing is I like stacking the remote on top of my nunchuck and pulling both of them. I don't need to do that, but it just feels more immersive. I'm a dork. And now, we are in Poseidon's room. This area is really, really cool. If you remember the Water Temple in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, this may seem familiar to you, because we'll be manipulating the water level in this area. But, we don't need to go through a whole bunch of rooms that are really hard to navigate, and we may end up missing a key, and we have to go tracking the entire thing all over again, and to this point where the remake had to make colored signals so people would stop complaining about it. No. It's all in this room, and it's actually very simplistic. It may seem a bit intimidating at first, but this is a very interesting room. I don't remember much about what this room was like in the original Tomb Raider game. Obviously, it'll come back to me when I actually go to record the footage for this. But one thing that's very worth mentioning is what this room was like in the original Tomb Raider game, and we'll see another example of this a little bit later. Something pretty funny was that this room was called Neptune in the original Tomb Raider game. That is actually very improper. That is not what the god of water was called in Greek mythology. That's what he was called in, I believe, Scandinavian culture. I may be wrong about that. If I am, I'll put a caption on screen somewhere. But I believe the name Neptune came from Scandinavian culture, not Greek mythology. So, yeah, that's the thing that's pretty interesting. Again, we'll see another example of that a little bit later. So what you want to do now is that you want to activate this switch so that we can do something a little bit later. It's of wood! Yay, it's so shiny! And now what you want to do is that you want to block this thing. Going back to the Neptune room from the original game, I remember during my original Let's Play, I was all like, oh, people complain about the water temple, I have no idea what it was like in the original Tomb Raider game, it was so complicated in that one. This was me saying that at that time was partially because I didn't remember what it was like, and I remember it being super complicated, and another part of it was being sarcastic. But the Neptune room in that level was also kind of a joke, because like, it was very, very simplistic. It wasn't really all that hard, and it was very easy to get through. I'll probably have something on screen that will show you guys what it was like in that game, but still, it was pretty funny. Okay, where do I want to go? I really wish there was a first-person mode in this game, but unfortunately there's not. Where is it? Yep, it's over there. Let's activate the thingy. Come here, my little pretty! Come here, my little pretty. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Who's a good raft? Who's a good raft? Who's gonna get a treat later today? I cannot talk right now. Alrighty then. So we go over here and jump on this platform. Yay, platforming. So now what we want to do is, I think we can do this if we just go right here. I don't think we have to have both of them activated for it to work. Maybe wrong by that. Hopefully I'm not, because I don't want to go through all that effort. Effort sucks. Please tell me it goes all the way up. It doesn't. I have to have both of them activated. Oh, I'm so sad now. I have to go through effort. And I'm whining now. Okay, I'll stop. Alrighty then. So, now that we've activated this, we can now go over here to collect a not reward. That's not where it's located. That's... okay. Oh, it's down there. I see it now. It's a be mine! Come here, my little pretty! You may notice that the rewards look a little bit different in this game, in this location. Because in Peru, they look like T-Rex teeth. And in Greece, they look like spears that you would see on the tip things that you would see on a spear. So that's a neat little detail. I like it. Is this not gonna work? Oh my god, is it bear? Well, fast forward time. Yeah, we did it! Okie dokie. So now that we've done that, we can climb up here and collect our first reward. Except it's not a reward, because we've been collecting those, and I think we have, what, 2 of them now? Yeah. So we go through here, and... oh! It's a key! Now we can activate the switch, and get on out of here! Yay! Well, this is Breath of the Wild, so I could climb this wall. Unfortunately, this isn't Breath of the Wild. That doesn't mean this game is any less good. I like this game. It's fun. If I didn't like this game, I wouldn't be Let's Playing it. Alright, I wonder what would happen if I actually did Let's Play a bad game. Like, I wonder what that would be like. I have considered that in the past, where I have briefly considered making videos for, like, Snake King or something like that. But every time I could think about it, I was like, do I really want to put all that effort into something that I'm not going to enjoy? Because, like, I want to enjoy making these videos. So... that's the reason why I haven't really made videos for, like, bad games or anything like that. I don't want to have to complain about the game the entire time. So, we jump about right here. Yeah, we did it. Alright then, so we're going to be going back to the very top of this room so we can activate the second switch. But, I'd like to remind you guys, you don't need to do this in the order that I'm doing it, you can do this in any order you want. But I'm just going to be organized and activate all the switches, and then I'm going to activate the switch, and then the door, and then leave the room and then go back for another switch. So, yay. Alright then, so we go over here, and something that I was saying off screen was that I did practice for this level a few weeks ago, but that was a few weeks ago, so My memory is a little bit more fuzzy on this level than what it should be, admittedly. Unfortunately, I don't have as much time nowadays as I used to make videos like this because I'm gross and in college and things like that. Children, don't grow up. It's a trap. Alright then, so we get this health pack, and we can go over this way. Yay! You want to be careful when you go through this area. There are a lot of checkpoints in this area, and more often than not, if you try jumping all the way down there to kill Laura quickly to respawn at a checkpoint, chances are you will accidentally activate another checkpoint closer to the bottom, and that's not very pleasant at all. And people are texting me in the middle of the videos, how weird. Okay, I wasn't paying attention to which door that activated because people were texting me on my phone. I think it was the one down there. I may be wrong about that. Ooh, bats! Ah! 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 No! Laura! My one true love! I'm ready for jump cuts because I died. Yay. Alright, it's worth mentioning that two bats will spawn right here. Unfortunately, they're not going to be showing up right now because I killed them, and then a checkpoint activated, and I decided to climb all the way back up there after I died so that I could have a smoother transition between doing stuff. So what you want to do is you want to activate this switch right here, and if I can be close enough, there we go. And you want to pull this lever down so that it would make it easier to do some stuff a little bit later. You want to be very careful right here because this area can be a little bit weird to platform, to be completely honest. So you want to go over here, and then climb these ledges. Yay! Alright then, so we go through this area, and jump for freedom. I say that a lot in my videos, don't I? You want to be careful when you're on this area, because if you're too far this way, more often than not, Laura will not grab onto this ledge. I'm not entirely sure what determines that, because sometimes it seems like she does grab on the ledge, but then other times I'll be in the exact same spot and she doesn't grab onto it. So try to be as far to the left as possible. And over here is also a little bit weird, because, like, I crouched near the ledge. What? Laura? Are you okay? That was really weird. And now, we can come over here and continue on our merry way through our path of glory. Yay! So, let's activate this switch, and then jump onto this platform. All of these rooms are going to have special puzzles for trying to figure this out. Ah! Get away from me! Get away from me! Get away from me! Whew! That was a scary experience. Let's try that again. Please stop that fail. It's already activated. What do we do now? Oh! There's some ledges we can climb. Yay! It's just super amazing and exciting and stuff. Alrighty then. We go over here. And then, this right here is not a lighting problem with the game's lighting engine or whatever. It's electricity. This is one of my favorite rooms in the entire game. It is just so much fun. Now, first timers, you may want to pay attention to where exactly this lighting is hitting because it will only strike the platforms that are raised upwards. So you want to be careful with that. Ouch, that was painful. Follow your own advice, lady here. Do you get away from that? Okay. Let's activate this. You want to activate all four of these switches so that you can be very careful. I'm so glad that I didn't get struck by lightning right there. Alright, so let's do this. Ouch. Alright, this right here is going to be pretty interesting. Because if you look at the corner of the screen right now, this is what this room looked like in the original Tomb Raider game. Very different, if I may say so. So, yeah, you want to be careful of this room and in the original Tomb Raider game, because if we go over here, it's not a very pleasant experience at all. What you want to do is that you want to move this platform, not platform, this is a block, you want to move this block over here, so that the hammer will be able to destroy it. Alright then, so this is the other room that I mentioned earlier, how the name of the god was changed between games. This was called Thor's room in the original Tomb Raider game for his Norwegian name or Scandinavian name. I'm not really all that familiar with that kind of stuff, so I greatly apologize if I'm offending like so many people out there. I think it's Scandinavian. I might be wrong about that, but yeah. The name of the original room was Thor, and this room, again, I apologize if I'm completely butchering the pronunciation of this. It was changed to Hephaestus, which was the Greek version of Thor. So that's pretty interesting. I don't know what the name of this god was in the original. I don't remember what the name of this god was in. Let me rephrase that. I know what the name of this hammer is in Greek mythology, but I'm not entirely sure what it is in Norwegian mythology. I believe it's called Mjolnir. I may be wrong about that. So, yeah. There are shotgun stuff right there, but we haven't used our shotgun at any point, which actually, I should probably demonstrate that a bit more, because it's a really good weapon, and I don't reuse it that often. But anyway, we go through here, and we can move this other block around. I really like how you can see the cracks in it. That's like a really neat detail. Although, if I were the one who was texturing that platform, I would have probably added a bit more dirt onto it to make it look like to make it look a bit older. But that's just me. Also, my programming teacher pretty much nags the entire class, so it was like, you need to make it look like it's aged and stuff like that. Don't make it look brand new. It has to show a story with how old it looks and stuff like that. It has to look amazing. Yeah. I highly doubt he's watching this video, but if you do, I really enjoy those classes. It's really fun. Seriously, programming is a lot more fun than I thought it would be. Like, it's hard, but it's really fun. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit tricky, because I know there's another reward in this room somewhere, because my notes say so. Unfortunately, the only thing past me ever said about this room was that this artifact is in Thor's room. So, yeah, it might take me a moment to actually find it. Is it in here? Never mind! No wonder I was so vague when I wrote my notes for this. Alrighty then, so let's go through here. You want to be careful going through this area because you will still get struck by lightning. Ouch. I did it twice in a row. I'm so sorry, Laura. Can you find it in your heart to forgive me? Alright then, so now that we go through this area, we're actually going to end this video off here. Because we still have 2 more rooms to go through, and my recording session right now is at 40 minutes. Like I said, this is a very, very long level, easily the longest in the entire game. So we're going to end this video off after we get back into the main room. So thank you all so much for watching this video of Tomb Raider Anniversary. In the next episode, we're going to complete St. Francis Folly once and for all. So thank you all so much for watching this video, and next time, to the gear to you. Oh yeah.